Hey guys, Teb here, and today I'm bringing you a tutorial on how to set up audio for your stream. We're going to be using OBS. We are going to download Voicemeeter. We are going to download 3 drivers that are virtual audio cables, and we're going to download Audio Router. The end game goal for this is to have more control with your audio when you go to stream. So say you want to play music, but you don't want to actually listen to it yourself, you can do that. And if you want to turn down your in-game volume, but you want to turn your chat up, you can do that. So just follow along. It might be a little confusing at first, but in the end, you should get it. All right, let's go to the downloads. Before we start, I just want to mention that all of the links can be found in the description below to take you to each download. The first download you're going to go to is the VB audio cable. That'll bring you to this screen here. Click on download. Open the zip file. Once you're here, go to the bottom. Double click on the VB cable setup 64. This window here will pop up. For me, it says remove driver, but for you, it should say install. So go ahead and click on install. After you're done installing it, it should tell you to restart your computer, but hold off on that for now until you download the other 2. Unfortunately, only one of the audio cables is free. The other 2 will require at least a $5 donation. To get to them, you'll click on VB cable A and B. Click on donate. Choose the amount you want to donate. I did the $5. Click add to cart and then complete your purchase. Once you complete your purchase, you'll head over to your email where you'll receive a link to install the other 2 audio drivers. Once all 3 drivers are installed, you're going to want to restart your computer. Once you're back from restarting your computer, you're going to want to click on the link to take you to Voicemeeter Banana. Once you're here, scroll down and either download the zip package or the executable file. Either one's fine. This is a straightforward download, so I'm not going to take you step by step on this. Just install it. Once it's done installing, we're going to head over to Audio Router, so follow that link in the description. After following the link, it'll take you here. Scroll down to here's the download link, 64-bit. Click on that, and a zip file is going to pop up. Just open it. As you can see here, this is just an application. There's no need to install anything else. Anytime you want to use this program, you're just going to open up the folder and run the application. I already have one open, so I'm going to exit out of this. Now that we have all of our installs, we're going to head over to Voicemeeter. Your Voicemeeter should look pretty identical to mine with the exception of 2 things. I've already renamed my hardware input 2 and hardware input 3. To do so, just right click on the name, type in other, and then hit enter to confirm the change. Come over to where hardware input 3 would be, right click, and change to voice chat. Hit enter to confirm the change. Now, the next step is going to make it so that you're going to lose the sound to your default device. So from here on out, you should follow the video before actually making the changes. What we're going to do is go down to our speakers, right click, click on sounds, and then go to our playback device and change it from what our usual default is from our speakers and make it our Voicemeeter input. Just right click, set as default device, right click, set as default communication device, and then click OK. Then we're going to come back to Voicemeeter and change the input device for each of these. So to do that, just left click and change it to VB audio cable A, and then left click under voice chat and change it to VB audio cable B. The last step in Voicemeeter for now is to come over to A1, left click it, and either change it to your headphones or your speakers, whichever you want your audio to come out of. I'm going to choose my speakers for now. Now, you might notice that it says A1, A2, and A3 up here, and then down here it says A1, A2, and A3 as well. So for each of these channels, we can choose which audio source these get played through. Since we set A1 up to my speakers, anything I play through these channels right now are going to play to my speakers. The cool thing is, if I want to, say, play a few of these through my speakers and a few through my headset, I can come up here and choose the opposite. So on A2, I'll left click and change it to my headphones. That way, if I want my music to play through my headphones instead of my speakers, I can come, uncheck off A1, and check off A2. Now, if I had music playing right now, they would go through my headphones instead of my speakers. For now, we're going to set that back to A1. We're done in Voicemeeter for now, so let's head on over to OBS. Once you're in OBS, you're going to click on Settings, go to Audio, change your desktop audio device from default to Voicemeeter input. Next, click Mic Auxiliary Audio Device and change it from default to whatever your microphone is. So mine is a USB interface, so that's what I'm going to select. Hit OK. And you'll have your 2 audio channels set up. Next, we're going to need to add other and voice chat. So under sources, just right click, add audio input capture, change this to other, and then go from default to VB audio cable A. Click OK. Come back to sources, right click, add audio input capture, and name this voice chat. Change this to VB audio cable B. Now I have to go back here and rename this or it'll really bug me. Okay. That's it. We're done in OBS for now. This really completes our audio sources. In our next video, we'll come back and add all of our display sources. So let's minimize this for now and head on over to audio router. Once audio router is open, you should notice that the only applications you can see on here are applications you currently have open. Since I use YouTube as my music source, I'm going to open up Chrome and go to YouTube. Once I'm there, I'm going to play a non-copyrighted song. Now the strange thing is, you can probably hear this playing right now, but I cannot. In order to fix that, we have to go back to Voicemeeter and reselect our speaker or headphone, whichever one we had selected before. And as you see, it's now playing through my default device, which is our Voicemeeter VAIO. You can come over to OBS and see that it's currently playing on our desktop audio. We don't want that. We want it to play on our other audio. So in order to change that, we're going to head back to audio router. I changed this from its default view to its just, easy view, whatever you want to call this. And I double click on Chrome and change default audio device to VB audio cable A, and then click OK. Once we do that, we close that again and come back here. If you notice, it's not playing again, so we have to reselect our speakers or headphones, and once we do that, it then plays through our other channel. If you come over to OBS, you can see that it's now playing through our other channel rather than desktop audio. This is beautiful. This allows us to change the game volume separately from our music volume. The best part is, and my favorite part of this tutorial, if you come back to Voicemeeter and deselect A1, you will no longer be able to hear the music. You as the viewers can, but I personally cannot hear this, and when you go and do it yourself, you'll notice that you can no longer hear the music either. And this is perfect because I do not like listening to music while I play, but some of my viewers do. If I reselect A1, I'll be able to hear it. That completes it for our music source, but we now need to set up our voice chat. In order to do this, we're going to go over, and before we do that, I'm actually going to pause this. We're going to head over to our voice chat. I use Discord. Within Discord, you're going to go to your settings, click on voice and video, and change your output device to VB audio cable B. Once you do this, you'll be able to join a channel, and once you leave, you'll notice that it plays through your voice chat channel. I'll do that again and show you guys on here. So once I leave it, it's going to play through the voice chat channel. This is going to allow you the full control you need to change all the settings separately, and it should really enhance your streaming experience, and it should help your viewers appreciate it more as well. They might not even know that it's happening, but I've been on streams where everything is just blasting and they can't separate any of the audio sources from one to the other. Once you do this, you're going to be ahead of the game. The only thing I need to point out is anytime you restart your computer or turn it back on, you're going to want to reopen Voicemeeter, and you're going to want to reopen your audio router and reset up your routes. You're going to just have to do that every time. It's an inconvenience, I know, but it really gives us a big convenience in the long run with being able to switch everything around. Alright guys, that wraps up the audio tutorial. Look out for my next video where I'll show you how to add the display settings, and then the one after that, we're going to dive deep into the actual settings within OBS. If you enjoyed the video and you found it useful, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.